Hi, I'm Debbie Pask, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this very unusual statement that your business has a spirit. So what do I mean by that? I mean that there's an energy and a presence and a spirit, or an ABN of entity if you're registered as an ABN, but there's an energy and a spirit to your business. It's a different life form to you in many senses. So if you think about your business or your company, you've created it, right? So somewhere on the line, you have created or planted this seed called your business, which has come into physical, tangible reality through a thought. It started off as a thought, and then it became energy, and then it became a goal, then it was built. A little bit like how this whiteboard marker once started off as a thought. Guess what? Now it's tangible reality. So you've created this thing, and it's got its own energy and its own life force. And all the things that happen to your business get planted in there. So all the wins go in there, all the failures get planted or seeded in there, all the people that you work with. Everything that happens starts to grow into this bigger energy. So your business started as a seed, has started to grow and attract to it what it knows. So if it knows a lot of wins, it'll attract wins. If it knows a lot of failures, it might attract failures. So it's got its own energy, and everything that has energy wants to live. Anything that has life force energy wants to live. Trees want to live, animals want to live. I know that it doesn't move without you, but it's part of an energy thought form that you've created and you've birthed. So what happens? Well, I want to ask you how you communicate, connect, and talk to your business. Because guess what? It's got its own energy. So the language that you use has its own energy. Your intentions are powerful. The way that you communicate with your business, they all feed it. So if we talk well to our business and we're telling it, if we're clear about what we want, we give it respect, we give it proper parameters, we have a good vision, a good plan, and it knows what we want it to do, guess what? Life is a bit easier. If you keep changing your mind around what your business wants, guess what? It gets confused. I know that when I went to sell one of my companies many years ago, I was really burnt out and tired of it, and I wanted to get rid of it. I just wanted to sell it. And I had a number of sales that fell over, and every time they fell over, it was almost like it set up the next one to fall over. And after a while, I was like, wow, there's a repeating pattern here. There's some sort of sales failure in selling it. And I was getting more and more ratty with it. And in the end, I realized that I was resenting that business. And it actually felt quite cheated. It was like, wow, she doesn't want me. It felt quite cheated. And we did a bit of a process around resetting an intention. And I think 3 months later, it sold. So might sound a little bit out there to some of you, but if you think about it logically, we know through quantum science that everything has energy and nothing is invisible. So for you, knowing that it's actually a real thing, 90% of the things in the spectrum we can't see. So what is in that 90%? It's energy, it's thoughts, it's feelings, it's all these relationships and universal laws that are going on without us really knowing. So the other thing is to take note of is where's the space that you're working from? Because if you're setting your business up and you're running it from home, have you programmed that room at home to really encourage the fostering of that business? Because that could have been a games room or a playroom, or if you're working on your dining table and you're a startup, guess what? That's where you eat, or where you have personal conversations. So the space from which you work in is really valuable to think about. If you've moved into another building or it was occupied by another business, you should clear all that old energy out and put your new energy in. So it's really important to think of your business has its own energy, its own life force. So does your career. If you're working for someone else, your career, working life has its own energy. And it's important to really start to communicate better with it and set up the right energetic parameters to thrive in that area. And the last thing I wanted to say was, other people, specifically business partners, collaborators, suppliers, teams, people, everything involved in your business can also impact on the energy or the spirit of your business. So it's important to look at agreements and contracts, and I don't mean physical ones, I mean the energetic ones that we make all the time, and look at what your intention is and how to cut those ones that aren't working and to bring in people that are. So yeah, I think it's important to know that your business does have a spirit, it does have its own energy, its own life force, and if you talk to it, program it, have the right vision, have the right clarity, and don't keep chopping and changing, you're going to have the best version of the energy setting you up for the physical success, which is your goals, your plans, your marketing, everything else that you have. And just remembering that one key quote, that your business was birthed by you, it's part of your creation, and it's up to you to raise it and to feed it and to nourish it. And if you want to let it go because it's 18 years old and you want to move it out of home, then tell it what you're doing and move it on really beautifully. And I guess respect and awareness is the key here. Hope you enjoyed this video.